All right. Well, do you want to move away from domestic and move on over to the ICC arrest warrants that were issued?
Yes. So this is like one of the only good positive things that have come out of this week, because it's usually negative news. But
Yeah.
So the ICC has basically filed out a warrant, an arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu and former Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant.
Yeah, he just
But
quit.
also for
ago.
Hamas military chief Mohammed Deif,
Who is probably
We don't even know
dead.
if he's alive.
Yeah, Israel claims
So
they
we don't
killed
even
him
know if he's
months ago.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the arrest warrants are issued by the ICC for crimes against humanity and war crimes committed from at least the 8th of October 2023 until at least the 20th of May 2024. So it finally came through, the one from May.
This is good in that they did something to admonish Netanyahu and Gallant. We'll see what, if any, countries. Joe Biden already put out a very strongly worded statement saying that, the ICC is wrong and, is our ally and they have a right to defend themselves. And we're basically saying that we're going to ignore this arrest warrant. So Biden has already admitted to ignoring it. The fuck is his name? The senator, Lindsey Graham.
Kelsey.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, Kelsey? I was thinking of Kelsey Grammer, the actor, and Lindsey Graham. I don't know. I'm tired. Lindsey Graham went on.
God, fucking Lindsey Graham.
He went on somewhere. It was I think he went on some interview, and he was saying that we'll heavily sanction any of our allies, any Western ally that tries to
I hope this is a wake up call a bit to our fucking allies.
Yeah,
To be we're literally a fucking rogue state at this point.
Yeah, well,
listen to us.
I think Lindsey Graham said to any Western, Canada, England, France, whatever, if anybody abides by this or if anybody tries to do that, we'll sanction them. So basically threatening other countries to not abide by a legally binding warrant, which is just
because he was going to write legislation to do so, but he
should be a crime.
Claims,
it should be a crime.
He claims that he will write the legislation to do so, and why you should take his threat so seriously is because the House, the Senate, and the President is all Republican, and if it gets to Donald Trump, he said he knows that Donald Trump will sign it, and it's fucking probably
100% true. Yeah. Although I think it was Macron of France said that he would abide by the warrant if Netanyahu stepped foot in France.
I don't believe Macron.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it was a funny meme. I forget it was. It was the last bit of Fidel Castro's genetics were coming through.
My God.
Oh, was that? No, it must have been Trudeau.
No.
It must have been
Macron,
Trudeau then.
Macron just fucking everybody apparently.
No, it was Trudeau. I think then it must have been Trudeau.
Yeah, you're talking about Trudeau. Yeah.
Yeah, Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, Canadian
that
President.
Dude is totally fucking. That is Castro's
That's Fidel's son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you look at the photos, you're just like, what the fuck? It's
well, isn't it Trudeau's mom was in Cuba at around the time of his birth or something? There's
I don't want to put misinformation out there.
Nah,
but
do it. Put misinformation. It's fine.
I know that there are photos of them. There are photos of them, and that they are known to be good friends. They're family friends. So yeah, she probably got plowed by fucking Fidel Castro.
Because who didn't plow?
Yeah. Fuck, if Fidel Castro was there, I'd let him plow me too. Shit.
Why not? The times of
I'm
India.
not even gay. I'm just kidding. Actually,
I'm deep in the rabbit hole of Fidel Castro being Trudeau's father. There's an IMDb report. Yes, the movie website has an article about it. Yeah, it looks like it's not true, but
I don't know, bro. I believe it. It's I don't believe in many conspiracy theories, but god damn it, I believe in that one. I saw this a day ago, and it was a map of all the countries that stated they would arrest Netanyahu if he came to the country, and there's countries that said they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to find the countries that will comply with ICC. There is not that many.
Yeah.
We're looking at Canada, Sweden, Norway, Lithuania, Ireland, Holland. God, dude, they're gonna fucking they're gonna invade the Hague Invasion Act. Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Turkey. Although Erdogan just talks out of his ass. Erdogan is a pussy. I'm sorry. He's constantly saying shit but never does it.
Yeah, I don't know much about that guy.
Jordan and South Africa. He's a capitalist.
Erdogan? Yeah.
He's a capitalist. He's a conservative.
Yeah,
He's
I know like a
religiously motivated.
decent
He
about
might
him.
not be like a crazy religious person, but he surrounds himself with people that are religiously.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, we can move on. Talk about kind of I think which is our final story. Well, but I guess not final, but more. I was just reading. I think it was an AP article today. Just not an hour ago. Israel killed another many people, and injured quite a bit more. So like Israel's still just full on airstriking Lebanon. Yeah, at least 20 were killed in an attack in central Beirut today.
Not surprised, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. I do have some statistics of what Israel has done to Lebanon so far.
Yeah, this
As
is
of
and
today.
this isn't even Gaza. This is Lebanon,
Yeah.
a separate country.
A wholly separate country, man. So as of yesterday, actually, the death toll in Lebanon is over 3,600.
Yeah,
So, I mean, which is catastrophe. But there's also a reported 15,000 to 16,000 injured since last October, right, from Israel. So that is about 20,000 casualties in Lebanon alone, and this is not talking about Syria, and this is not talking about Gaza, this is not talking about the West Bank. What Israel is doing is disgusting, and it just, when does it stop? How many more countries is this going to spread to? It's like the fucking plague, man. Israel is the fucking plague, basically.
yeah,
But I do want to go back to talking about Gaza and the economic dire position Gaza is in, and not just economically. I'm talking about just
infrastructurally, just like the
infrastructurally,
entire,
everything.
yeah,
just like the entire society
landscape.
of Gaza is collapsing.
Yeah,
As of recently, 96% of Gaza's population, so 2.15 million people, are facing acute levels of food insecurity. So everybody's rationing. I mean, that's everybody.
yeah,
And according to a letter that was sent on October 2nd, 2024, to President Biden by a group of U.S. physicians, 62,413 people in Gaza had died of starvation. So a lot of people don't talk about the different types of deaths that Israel has caused, because there's a constant quote of direct deaths, direct killings, and that number is about 46,000 right now, 45,000, which is a very conservative number. But when you look at it and be like, how many people have died in total, we're talking about hundreds of thousands, because just 62,000 people have died.
Right.
On a conservative note, from October in Gaza.
Yeah, and
so
this is,
just
compare
those two
this
numbers
to-
are 100,000.
Yeah, the AP is still saying, as of this is actually an article from 2 days ago, that the death toll is now just over 44,000. Now we know that that's wildly out of date, and actually kind of shame on AP for reporting that as the actual death toll in Gaza from Israel-Hamas war passes 44,000. Then we know over that this is from, I think it was in October maybe, or even earlier than October. That was the Lancet study that was published that put the death toll probably closer to, like, I think they said 185 or 186,000 or 185,000. I forget the exact number. But I was just reading. I forgot where I saw this. I'll have to pull up the study. I was just seeing that there is now a new second study put out by a different institution that is saying that death toll is actually probably closer to 330,000, or give or take. So it's
Man.
it's way higher than people have previously assumed. AP is still saying 44. Lancet
That's
said
ridiculous.
185. This new third study is saying, well, no, it's actually probably closer to 335,000 deaths is what they said, because they're counting starvation. They're counting
Exactly.
What was it? It's starvation.
Lack of medicine?
Yeah, anything that was like I forget what the phrase is, but it's normally it's like non-life threatening.
Non-direct.
Yeah, it's like non-life-threatening diseases and sicknesses that would normally not be a problem, but that are because of lack of medicine.
There's also
starvation,
severe dehydration.
exposure, and then obviously
Medical.
any medical issues, and then of course the actual dead and the actual missing.
Because you have to
presumed
think, like, if there's no running water right now in Gaza, any type of water well or anything they have, any type of, like, water sewage system is probably full of cholera at this point.
yeah, any number of
So they don't
like,
have any running water. So if anybody is drinking stagnant water, they might just become,
dysentery, cholera, whatever. Yeah.
exactly. Call it E. coli, like that.
Yeah.
My fiance just had.
Yeah. There's any number of kind of diseases or illnesses, viruses that can be, passed. But certainly, like when you're malnourished. That's what I'm looking for. When you're malnourished, it's easier for like diseases like that to hit. When you don't have access to clean water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, everyone knows this isn't new information, but yeah, we're the numbers that we're seeing are just not, or the numbers that are being reported are just wholly inaccurate, and that's only in Gaza. That is to say nothing of like what we just mentioned now, the full-on campaigns of murder that are taking place in places like Lebanon. Again, Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, in addition to Palestine.
Correct.
In America,
Correct.
Joe Biden is still just doubling down and saying like, yeah, this is our guy, Netanyahu.